entrants. They are ready to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down.
Ready? 180. Check. All day.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns' name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror. Mariota throwing complete there to Walker. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Three. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Get that one. Seam 6.
On second and 11 now. Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake. Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Slam. Hey, alert. Run. Check. You draw quarters. Watch the safety creep.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Kings.
Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Real. What?
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mariota now. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. On 1st down, it's Lewis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You ain't 33.
1st down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Point it right.
Now Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Mike 51. Long.
2nd down 6.
Outside.
The 44-yard
51
line.
to Mike. I'm scared.
From the 44, Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 56 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Right here. Hey, we got tight line. Hey, you got 3 down. Hey, alert. I'm coming for you. Here we go. Mike.
Throwing, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing, Mariota. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's T.J. Carey who picked it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Mariota. That's complete to Sharp. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mariota. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike, don't get nervous. Patch it.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a party now. Up, bless it. 55. Hey, team 6.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Get set.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield now. Now Mayfield lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mariota. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Push him back.
Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, watch 11, watch 11. Hey, orbit.
Mayfield on first down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Again, it's Lewis. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Good defense holds them to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And this is incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk, it didn't work out. And he loses the football a second time. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
First down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
At the end of the third quarter of play, with the score Browns 28.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mariota now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see? Yeah. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a first down. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Mack Wilson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Brett Kern now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 89 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of... And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Mariota on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, echo.
Throwing, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham.